Giovanni Figuera was 6 years old. He died 2 days ago. He was suffering from leukemia. His father says finding medicines to treat him had become a daily struggle.
I have no words. We were trying to find the things he needed, the medicines, trying to keep him happy. I have no words.
Venezuela had signed an agreement with Italy that allowed children like Giovanni to receive a bone marrow transplant abroad, but Giovanni never made it. Giovanni was part of a group of around 30 children who were awaiting a bone marrow transplant. That whole program depended from Venezuela's state-owned company, PDVSA. The problem is PDVSA is currently being affected by sanctions imposed by the United States, and that's why the Venezuelan government is saying that the United States is to blame for Giovanni's death. We went to Giovanni's funeral with some of the mothers whose children are also waiting for a transplant. They say the public health system has been failing long before the sanctions were imposed. INES ZARZA's daughter Elena is 7 years old. She also needs a bone marrow transplant. She has a twin sister that could be compatible with her. But INES cannot afford the tests.
The health system has deteriorated. There's no medicine, the tests are too expensive, and we depend on private foundations to help us. I want the hospitals to get what we need because nothing is working.
Venezuela has a free healthcare system that expanded during the government of Hugo Chavez. But with a drop in oil prices and a failed economic policy, the system has collapsed.
If a state can't guarantee the life of all these children, then it can't guarantee the life of the country. The system was already failing before the US sanctions. They suspended the transplant program a year ago.
But full-scale sanctions against PDVSA were imposed in January this year. From now on, US policy is certainly going to have a huge impact on people's lives. Government officials say Venezuela is a victim of Donald Trump's foreign policy.
Sanctions trouble us very much because most companies do not want to risk angering the United States. The world is a globalized economy, and a company has links with the United States. And what we're seeing is that there are many companies who simply do not want to deal with us because they don't want to be punished by the United States.
Children are particularly vulnerable in this crisis in Venezuela. Giovanni was not able to survive, but there are many others who are hoping they'll have the chance to receive the treatment that will save their lives. Teresa, Al Jazeera, Caracas.